So I'd like you to do this with all of your new patients, all of your new patients. Someone from your business department, from your front desk team, near the end of that first appointment, I'd like to sit down with that new patient and say something like this. Linda, I sure appreciate that you've chosen our office for your dental care. We're going to work hard to make every visit a great experience for you. And we're going to provide the highest quality dentistry we can. Before you leave today, may I take a minute and share with you 4 specific things you can expect from us as an active patient in our practice. And I'm going to have your team member nod her head. This is neurolinguistic programming. Nod her head up and down. And Naren, when you're seeing me in Zoom as we're recording this, as I'm nodding my head, what is your natural instinct to do?
I'm going to nod my head as well.
And you're going to say, yes, sure.
Absolutely.
Linda, you can expect 4 things from us as an active patient. Number 1, we're going to treat you like we would a family member or loved one. Because of that, number 2, we're going to deliver the highest quality care. We're going to use the state-of-the-art material. We're going to use the latest technology, the latest advances, because frankly, that's what we would expect if we were a patient. Number 3, we stand behind our work. If something isn't right, Linda, just know that we redo it until it meets our standards. Now, we actually do have a warranty that I'll share with you if any treatment is recommended. But just at this point, know that we stand behind our work. And number 4, we have a protocol for you to be able to reach our doctors after hours if ever needed. And we hand her a card that has a description on how to reach the doctors after hours. And we say, of course, if it's routine, you can call the office and leave a message or speak to us, on the phone. But if it's something that's dentally related or a dental emergency with you or your family, you can always reach our doctors after hours. Linda, now that I've shared what you can expect from us, may I take a minute, and I'm starting to nod my head again, may I take a minute and explain what we expect from you? And what's the patient going to say every time?
Absolutely.
Sure. Well, Linda, it's just one thing. And that's that we ask that if you make an appointment, you show up for that appointment. And then we immediately back up. Now, Linda, we're family people and we understand how busy life can be sometimes. And we understand that sometimes stuff happens. Now, Linda, I actually saw a bumper sticker the other day that said stuff happens. Well, it didn't say stuff. The first letter did start with S, though. And they laugh. They know exactly what it means. Say, when stuff happens, all we ask is that you kindly give us at least 48 hours if you need to change an appointment. Linda, does that sound fair to you? And what does the patient say every time?
Absolutely. It's totally fair.
Now, look at the science behind this. I've given 4 things, and I've only asked for 1 thing in return. I think Dr. Robert Cialdini would approve of my example.
He absolutely would approve of that, Gary. I think the key thing you're doing here is you are the first one to give, right? That's the key thing he mentions. You are giving them 4 things, right? So that's key. And the same person is also the person doing the asking. And it's also happening at kind of right after that, not 3 days after, not even like 10 minutes after. So those 3 nuances is critical.
For true confessions here, does that mean that everybody is going to show up or give you 48 hours notice? No. However, I will tell you, I have hard evidence that this works. Because we see a radical reduction. We see this we teach this to our clients, and we see a radical reduction in cancellation and no-shows. And we now see patients training themselves to follow what they agreed to do. And they, for example, if an office sends a 7-day appointment reminder in advance of the appointment, very often they'll get some calls that day, and the patient will say, "Hey, I got my appointment reminder today, and I don't know what I was thinking. Next week, I'm in my crazy cousin's wedding, and I'm going to be out of town. And I don't know what I was thinking when I scheduled that appointment. And I know I had to give you 48 hours notice to change an appointment, so I'm calling to change that appointment. But they're doing it 7 days in advance." So somehow that's imprinted on their mind. They felt the obligation to give you that notice.